the question of evidence is an interesting question, yeah? The evidences that Islam has, I'm going to try and summarize it in a quick form. First and foremost, that is the Quran itself is a preserved scripture, and it claims to be. And that's something exclusive and specific to Islam over and above all the other religions. All of the other religions, especially Abrahamic religions, yeah, ancient religions don't have preserved scriptures. What you would expect for a religion that's meant to be continued until the end of times for it to have a preserved scripture. Number two is that the challenge, or what is referred to as the inimitability challenge. The fact that the Quranic discourse cannot be imitated. That's another challenge in the Quran. Because the language is the syntax of the language and the lexicons of the language are placed together in such a phraseological way as cannot be imitated by those people that know the language, basically, in Arabic. And that was recognized by the experts of those people. That's two. Number three, also there's no contradiction in the Quran. And number four, as we said before, things like predictions of the future. So for example, chapter 30 of the Quran, verses 1 to 6, you'll find that the Quran makes very specific predictions about the future, what's going to happen in the future. With the Roman and the Persian Empire, the Romans will defeat the Persians in 3 to 9 years, and it will happen in this place, and all these things are mentioned. That Islam will spread to this country, to Egypt, to Yemen, it will even go to Pakistan, to Sindh, Al-Hind, India, all of these places. So it's referring to the predictions of what's going to happen in the future. And a lot of those predictions are very, very specific, country specific, time specific.
The Romans means the Byzantines.
Yeah, so the Roman Empire, the Byzantine, all these things, very time specific. So these act as a probabilistic way of checking the veracity of the Islamic message. Because actually, you can put this into a mathematical calculator. From a probabilistic perspective, probability theory has like 2 or 3 ways of calculating. There's classical probability theory, this and that. There's more than 2 or 3. I can't remember them now. Yes. But you can actually put this into a probability machine, and you come to the conclusion that actually the probability of someone predicting all of those things as being the truth comes to less than 1%, which gives one a strong grounding from an evidence-based perspective that the Quran is in fact extraordinary, to say the least. Yeah, that the claims mentioned in the Quran and the Sunnah are extraordinary. Now, I'm not gonna. If you do want to become a Muslim, you can. It's what you'd be doing generally, or simply speaking, is just coming into the faith of Islam. You'd be submitting your will to God. You'd be looking at the Quran and all these things, and then you could decide slowly to start doing the things that now have to be done, like 5 prayers a day and these things. And all those things are injunctions placed by the Creator to the human beings. Does that make sense? All right. So are you ready to? All that actually. Let me tell you how this works. All that would happen is that you would say 2 phrases in Arabic and in English. Yeah. After you've said those phrases, you're initiated. Now you're a Muslim, basically. You believe that there's a higher a power that needs to be worshipped or submitted to. That's what you believe. Rather than believing in nothing, or rather than believing in an atheistic belief, which is that the universe created itself, or that we came from nothing, or something like that. You'd say, no, in fact, what I've come to believe is that there was a creation, there was a creator, yeah, and that creator is continually maintaining us, and that he's assigned a fixed purpose for us. That's the difference now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, good.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's all very, very, very intelligent. And I like it. And I think it's something you should I think I would follow. Not in the way of us claiming something with it, but the general idea is something that I would think myself. But if they ever do get the science to say no, sorry, wrong, then that's something we should automatically flow to. So while it produces...
Are you referring to the abortion thing that we were talking about?
No.
Yeah.
So they created the Earth. The day that science is discovered, then I think it's when everyone needs to fly and just stop.
What sign can convince you that Quran is from God?
So I want to understand a bit more of what you just said.
Let me.
Yeah, sorry, go. Yeah, sorry.
What will convince you that Quran is word from God? Have you thought of that?
something extraordinary.
What?
That
What?
I don't know until it.
Well, think.
You don't know
But
until
think.
it hits you. You don't know. You
No,
don't have
but
moment
think,
of
think.
belief.
If
Everyone
you,
has
if, you, if you think that God exists, then you have to have a proof, right?
I don't know God. I don't know God.
She's
You said-
agnostic. She's
yeah,
agnostic.
yeah, but if you are agnostic, you have to have proof. Why are you agnostic?
Because we don't believe.
It means you
in
don't know. I'm
there
not
is a thing.
atheist. I'm agnostic. I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I know what agnostic is, but what I'm asking you, have you never searched for God, or you just became like agnostic? No, I don't believe nothing.
Well, I didn't grow up in a religious family, but I did grow up in a family that was like, there is no God, and you shall not believe there is a God. So I've never had someone help me formulate an opinion, so I just don't.
I think at this stage, what I want you to do is just think it over. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't want to make you feel like there's pressure on you to make any kind of decision. Seriously, yeah? But hopefully today, have you seen the other side of the... Yeah, like my job as someone who tries to educate people on Islam, yeah, is literally to do that. To give people what the facts are, the reasoning behind why we've made our decision, and then the choice is yours. Do you get it? So what I'm going to do when we switch off the camera is I'm going to give you guys my details and stuff, how you can contact me and stuff like that. We'll give you some resources and some things like that. And if you have any questions based on the reading that you do, then you can come and ask me.
Okay.
Yeah? It's early days, I understand this. Look, not everyone has the same upbringing as me and you. Where are you from? Turkey? Kosovo? Pristina? Yeah, man, that's very nice. But even in Kosovo now, we have to do Dawah Day, now.
Is the argument convincing to you?
Yes.
It was.
Yeah.
Has it cleared any misconceptions that you may have had about Islam in the first place? Because a lot of people are not actually aware about Islam. They know about the religion, but only take on board what's really said to them from what they, when they hear things in the media, terrorism, the mistreatment of maybe women in Islam, and they have a very sort of a very narrow view of Islam.
For us, our only real experience, I think that we experienced at school, and it's not exactly the best thing or educating in religion itself, let alone Islam, which is the majority religion in the country. So it's not something that you kind of get taken into well, it's just not at all.
No, fair enough. Look, once again, I'm going to give you guys my details that you can, like my email address, stuff like that. Then you can do your own reading and come back to me and ask me any question. Yeah?
Thank you. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, yeah?
Thank you.
See you later.